tell you it's a lot nicer having this intimate gathering here tonight. I will tell you that it's a little more terrifying because I had the CSI team doing all of the audio video stuff, so I had that to fall back on. So if anything fails, it was meant to happen because I don't have that team helping out tonight. And then some of the stories that were told. Frankly, it was a lot easier to hide my tears when I was up on a stage 10 feet from anybody else, it seemed like. We had some incredible stories. And that all goes back to last year was year one, you know, after COVID, after the pandemic. And it was fresh, it was new, it was raw. And this event had a unique meaning. And here we are, it's year two. Things have changed, but not a lot's changed, right? The work is still demanding. What each of you do is an incredible contribution to our community, and that obviously goes beyond COVID. That's the day in, day out care that each of you provide. So again, I'm excited that we're here in this nice setting, and again, we were able to bring you in for dinner and really have time to sit back and enjoy the evening. And with that, I'll get things moving. So I think we all agree that nurses are the heart of healthcare. This wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for our sponsors. We have tremendous community sponsors which help make this all possible. So I want to give a round of applause to the College of Southern Idaho and St. Luke's, who are our presenting sponsors tonight. So let's give them our title sponsor, Family Health Services. Thank you to Family Health Services. Didn't know where they're sitting, now you know, all right? Supporting sponsor, Flow Magic. I don't think Shawnee from Flow Magic is here, but Shawnee Kyle with Flow Magic is just a tremendous supporter of the nursing profession, and this was special for her to be involved in this as well. So let's give Shawnee and Flow Magic a round of applause. And then our event sponsors, Threads USA and Title I, they had something to do with some of these goodie bags, as did our other sponsors. So let's give them a round of applause as well. So this process starts, we kicked this off in February. I mean, here it is May, and this is one of those, it's not like a wedding, you know, here's the dinner, you plan it all out, and it's gone, but we do start this back in February. And the process for us is, we use the audience that we have through Times News to really open up to the community, reach out and say, hey, nominate a nurse. You know, whatever the criteria is, we want everybody to have an opportunity to put forth a story, a recommendation, a nomination, so that we can go through that process and really select the 10 that we want to recognize tonight. So we had a great showing of nominees. I think overall there were 26, so I'm not going to read all the names, but here's the nominees that the community pulled together this year. We're able to drill that all down to the top 10. Actually, I think the judges panel selects 9. So the community does vote on a Reader's Choice nurse that will be recognized tonight, so that's the one that got the most votes from the community as a whole. And then the other 9 that were selected by our prestigious judging panel. So I do want to thank those judges, Linda F. Montgomery, the chair of South Central Public Health District Board of Health. So thank you, Linda. Christy Clark, Quality Director, Interim Chief Nursing Officer, Minidoka Memorial Hospital. I don't know, is Linda or Christy in the audience? I didn't know if they were. They didn't make it. All right. Well, Michelle, I'm going to make you raise your hand. Michelle Bartlome with the Public Relations Manager with St. Luke's Public I'm sure if they were up here telling you, I'm sure it's an incredibly difficult task to read through 26 nominations and say, okay, wow, my voice in this has a lot of weight, and how do I really pick and choose? It's not an easy process. Last week I presented on some high school scholarships, and I'm sure it's the same routine. You're going through and you're looking at a lot of incredible material and criteria, and how do I do this? But thank you for doing that. let me look and see if I'm missing anything on my notes here. I don't think so. So I'll just kind of jump forward. Before we do host acknowledge and bring the winners up, we do have a couple speakers that I'm honored to welcome up to the podium tonight. So the first one, President Dean Fisher, Dr. Dean Fisher of the College of Southern Idaho. So I'll read a little bit about Dean, and you can see some of his bio up here. He's currently the president of CSI starting July 1, 2020. Dean, I remember, we're 3 months into the pandemic at that point, 3 or 4 months. So Dean definitely joined the community after things changed and kind of when nursing became more critical in our community. So Dr. Fisher has a passion for teaching and enjoys watching students learn. His role at CSI includes developing a strategic plan to best serve students, faculty, and the greater community that supports the college. So please welcome me, join me in welcoming Dr. Dean Fisher.
Well, I will seek to be brief because Commissioner Hall told me that I only had 20 minutes, so I will, no. I know that I will be brief in about probably 3 or 4 minutes, just wanting to reflect and also thank. A couple of things actually, Matt. One, you're always welcome at the College of Southern Idaho. So we'd love to host this next year for you and celebrate nurses on our campus. I actually don't know what was going on in the Fine Arts Auditorium tonight, but I have a theory that it was some sort of a middle school or high school concert because I saw folks that were about 14 or 15 dragging instrument cases with them and some attentive parents behind them. And so with the power of deduction, I think I know what the competition was. My bio, I actually will have to fix. I arrived June 1 of 2020 and accepted the job the very day that the pandemic was being declared and the country was shutting down. Little did I know that I would become the pandemic president of the College of Southern Idaho. We reopened the campus on June the 22nd, and we've navigated with good enrollment and financial stability and good safety in the public health arena. And when I think about how we did that with healthcare partners. The South Central Public Health District was there every step along the way. I'm staring right at Mike Finello and Mike and others. The St. Luke's were always there to help us. And the front line of responding to the healthcare pandemic that we just have navigated through, I hope successfully, and I hope it's over, was really the front line with the nurses. I'm going to say something that might seem very comfortable in this room and like politically incorrect outside of this room, but nurses took too much grief in the last few years. And although I didn't do that, it's regrettable that society did that to you. So thank you for persevering, and thank you for navigating, and thank you for keeping your heads up and just plowing through it, because sickness and pandemic isn't a political issue, or shouldn't be. It's really just a matter of us taking care of each other. And when I was thinking about nurses and my experiences, my family physician back in Oklahoma where I grew up, I thought he had only one solution every time I went in, and it was to give me a shot of something, and I feared the nurse. But when I reflect back, it was usually a nurse always that was there that helped me navigate through any illness or any inconvenience along the way that was a health impediment. So on behalf of the College of Southern Idaho, thank you, nurses, for what you do. You are the front line, and we appreciate your perseverance and tenacity during this last few years. And I don't know really what else to say other than a thank you. We are happy to be a partner with Times News and the healthcare community throughout to provide for the future of healthcare and the future of healthcare needs. Trustee Jack Nelson is here from the College of Southern Idaho. Trustee Scott McClure is also here. Their wife's Italy,